What's up, my YouTube base? Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, a big welcome back. If not, welcome to part 2. When I went to the store to get the lumber, it dawned on me that the wood I initially saw was for indoor. I needed the wood that was pressure treated for outdoor. I did manage to find the right wood. And looking at it, I knew I couldn't carry this length of wood home, so I had to get it cut. Lucky for me, this Home Depot has a lumber cutting policy. The first 2 cuts are free and $1 for each additional cut. This is a great help for those who are not familiar with wood cutting or have the equipment at home. So it's a good idea to go to the store with your dimensions already laid out. I was able to give the attendant my dimensions, and he was able to get it done in 7 cuts. I then stopped by the hardware section to pick up all the fixtures that I would need. And there are a lot of options. I don't know what I was thinking, but I ended up getting 7 door hinges. As you can see, this is what 16 feet looks like. This is really long and not easily transportable in your standard vehicle. And here you have the wood broken out into its dimensional pieces, which then made the transport home a piece of cake. And with that, let's go! Align the flat part of the door hinge or bracket to the edge of the 5.5 foot board and then secure it with the screws. Measure the 3 feet board to find the 18-inch center and mark it so you know where it is. Now align the center of the 2-inch side of the 5.5 feet board with the center of the 3 feet board. Now add more screws to the remaining holes of the bracket or door hinge to secure both pieces. This is the real first test of the door hinge swing, and so far I must admit it's pretty smooth. Now add more brackets to the opposite side of the door hinge or bracket for additional support. I arrange the boards in the size and order that I need them. It just makes it easy as I go about laying out the boards. After you place the board on the center, just give it a quick measure to make sure you know where you're putting it. I'm using these door hinges that come in a pack of 2. Same method as before, place the hinge in the center of the shelf with the flat part down. Now secure the hinge with the screws to the board. Now align the centerpiece and the shelf with the line that you made earlier. Now continue to measure, mark, align, and secure the remaining shelves. Now lay out the shells on the opposite side of the center in a staggered pattern. In the places where you have the rotating shelves, ensure that the space in between is slightly greater. Use the same technique for assembling these shells as the same that you did earlier on the opposite side. I'm going to add one more support bracket to the center of the structure. This is to ensure stability when it's standing up. A project like this is a great way to use old materials that are no longer being used instead of throwing them out into the landfill. Ensure that the shelf rests snugly on the support bracket during the installation. All the pieces are assembled based on my drawing. I might have gone overboard with the hinges, but my mind was on the foldability of the structure and the potential to move it around in tight spaces. And finally, the big come up. These shelves rotate nicely, but there's one more thing I need to do. I need to add a latch system to keep the shelves up while it's in the folding up position. So I'm going to use this D-ring used for hanging pictures and a washer attached to the back for rotation. I'm also going to use this self-tapping eye-shaped hook screw. Now that I'm done, I've decided that this structure is best suited up against the fence. I'm going to sit it on pavers to keep it off the ground. Just a word of caution, this unit must be attached to a solid structure to keep it from tipping over. And there you have it, folks, from doodling to reality. If you missed it, check out part 1 of these videos to see how I came up with the idea to build this plant stand. I'll probably continue to make improvements to the structure as I learn more about the shells and everything else. But for now, if I can do it, you can do it too. And I'll see you on the next project. If you thought this video was interesting or helpful, help me grow my channel. Give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, hit notification, and I'll see you on our next project.